Hello and welcome to the analysis of crude oil WTI. My name is Vic. I'm the founder of Vic Insight Capital Management. Thanks for joining me here. Oil has been falling down for a few months now, and there was a little bit of bullish movement here, but again, this month has been bearish for oil. What could be the next level, or what could be the opportunity which we can find on US oil? Because this is getting very interesting, and we have been able to capitalize a lot on this movement. So, stay tuned. Now, if you remember my previous analysis, we were looking for oil to actually fall down and reach an FCP zone somewhere around here. And the market did that. And this analysis was posted on August 21 on our website and also on YouTube. So this is what we said. If I go to the weekly time frame, I can clearly see that there is an M pattern forming and the midpoint has already been broken. So the market has broken through it. It has gone up to retest it. And the last week was a bearish candle. So I'm expecting oil to start to fall and complete this M pattern. And this M pattern will complete somewhere around 76 area or so. And there are a few reasons to it. I'm not going to disclose all of that in here publicly, but there are a few reasons that it can actually push down to near about 76 area or so. So if I bring in the analysis very quickly, this is what I'm looking at. So this is 80 level or so, so there is an FCP zone between 80 and 76 area, 77 or so. So this is the FCP zone where it can fall to. Once it has fallen into that, then we can expect a bounce up. But until then, I'm looking for a short position on oil market. So this is what we have here on the chart. Let's look at the Watt and Visage. If you have the Watt and Visage, you might have already noticed that I'm looking at monthly time frame. On monthly time frame, we already have this particular signal, sell signal, and the first profit target is going to be approximately here, which is lower than 67. So let me quickly give you an approximate level where it can fall to 66, 62, and 52. So these are all the possible targets. But in the middle of that, we also have that 80 to 76 area, that FCP zone that we saw. So once the market has bounced from that FCP zone, I will take the long position, but I will be very careful with that long position because that may not go all the way to high, the previous highs or anything. That may go a little bit high up and then fall back down to reach one of these targets. So if I go to the weekly time frame, on weekly time frame also we have two targets available given by Watt and Visage automatically. One is this white dot, which is 84, and the next one is going to be approximately 77, and this is where we have that area, that FCP zone. So Watt and Visage is also suggesting that oil can fall down. Okay, so now what we have is actually, let's start doing the higher time frame analysis. What we can see is that the market is creating a complex W pattern here, and that's why we were looking for a short, right? Other people, who trade supply and demand and other structures and other stuff, they can see that there is a supply here and there was a lot of liquidity around here, so the market actually went above that, collected all the stop loss. But we do not trade anything like that. We try to stay within the rules of our FCP methodology, which is quantifiable. It has numbers behind it. So we knew that market was going to come here and fall back down into a particular zone. So the market came here, bounced back up, and now it has come back down in the same zone. And this zone can still act as a support where the market can bounce up from. So this is what we have got. If I go to the smaller time frame, and if I show you the weekly, then sorry, what you will notice that this is the zone that I'm talking about. Okay, and the market came up, fell down, went up, and now it is back into this FCP zone. This can still fall down below this FCP zone to reach another structure level here, but we trade. Okay, so what we can see is that this is the FCP zone here. The market went up, fell down, went up, fell down, and this can still fall below this FCP zone and reach this particular structure. However, we trade what we see. So far, it has not been able to close below this. It has not been able to violate this FCP zone. So this FCP zone can still push the price back up, and that's the opportunity we are looking for. So we can still go for a long position as long as this FCP zone has not been violated. So let me open the analysis that we had. This is the same analysis that we posted on August 21st. So that's the FCP zone, and market was supposed to fall down and then go back up, and that's exactly what it did. The market came into fell went above into this level of 93.60, fell down, and we were looking for a move which could actually go beyond this to fill this unfilled gap around 103 or so. In fact, it can go slightly higher than that, because our FCP is actually telling us that the market, that oil can actually go still higher than 103.95. But we never actually got a proper confirmation beyond this level. There were few fake breakouts. So if I show you the daily time frame, what you will notice that market came here, created a double top, and started to fall back down. And in that process, what it has done, it has actually created an M pattern here. Now, because M pattern has been completed, the market is going to push up. And during the final hours of the Friday yesterday, the market started to go up, but it has not given us a proper confirmation. So it can continue to rise up into this middle structure here. That is very normal. But what we have is actually a risk factor here. We have a gap available around here, which is close to, let me put a line so that you will have a number, but you can open the chart on daily time frame and look at the previous low, and there is a gap around 76.33, and this gap can be filled before going up. So the market can still fall down, and if it falls down below this, right below this structure, then there is a good chance that it will come back down to 70.23 level or so. This is still a possibility. However, again, we trade what we see. So far, what we can see is that market has not actually gone to this level yet. So there can be still a good buying opportunity. So in the final hours of Friday, if you were able to take some of long trades, then yeah, you have done well, here. But the market has still has potential to come back down, um, and to close that gap up. Now, this part we were able to play very nicely in our FCP room. So we knew that this M pattern was forming, and we also were aware that there was a gap available around here, and this was giving us a very good opportunity to go short on. So we started to take short from here, and this turned out to be near about 12 to 1 short all the way down to here. Okay, so this has been really good opportunity, and more opportunities can come if this thing gets confirmed here. And if that happens, then market can go back up into this previous structure, or this one, or even this one here, which is going to be 85. However, if the market continues to rise higher and violates this 93, then we can start to build a picture 403 and above. So this is how we trade. What we see, we take one level at a time, one case at a time, but we prepare for all the eventualities. So that was the bullish eventuality, like in a bullish scenario. If the market breaks through this, I remember there is a gap available here at 76.33. If the market breaks through that, then we are looking for a middle level somewhere around here. Okay, and that will be included in our premium analysis report. If you are interested, then we can give you more levels, refined levels here. But it can fall down to the next Fibonacci level, which is around 70.23. Let's see what we have got on Vata and Visage. So now, if I come to the monthly time frame, what we can see that market has given us a good short signal here on monthly time frame, and it still hasn't reached its potential target, which is going to be the touch of this water curve or this white dot around here, or even lower than that, this white dot. Okay, but this is monthly. Remember that, this is monthly. It can take months or years, and in that time, situation can change. Now, on the weekly time frame, it is not looking very good, because if it continues to fall down, then it can reach this level here, which is around 64, 65 or something like that. But this is still bullish. So I'm not too concerned about this as of now, until this water trend actually turns into red. So if I go to the daily time frame, on daily time frame, what we have got is actually very good move here. So we had a sell signal here after creation of this double top, and then we had this target which has been met. There was a previous target, open target, that has also been met. So this turned out to be very good one. And then after that, if I go to the um, H12, or lower time frames, such as like this, H8 time frame, then what you can see that this target, this white dot has been met, this white dot has been met, right? So these targets have already been met, because the market has been falling down. This has been red, and this has been red and below zero as well. So this is how we were able to take it on H6, H8 as well. H6 is the same thing. Now, here is what we have got as an interesting point. See, this one has already been met. This one has already been met. This gap has been filled, but this point has not been met yet. Okay, that is why I was saying that the market could go into a level here or somewhere around here and still fall back down to close this gap, which is towards the end of the point, meet this target as well, and then start to jump up. Or it can, if it actually goes below this and gives us a confirmation, then it will become a candidate for short. Until then, we can still play around long and short in this region here. And if the candle actually if this gap gets closed, and if you get a confirmation, we'll look for long position as long as it stays above this particular point. Okay, so this is what we have on US oil. Hope you enjoyed this analysis. If you found this useful, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and share it with other traders and trading communities, because that's how we support each other, and your support is highly appreciated. Thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you for watching. Find and follow us on these social media channels.